we are many more. So everything is a bit slower now, but we are so many people. I have no idea about numbers, but it looks massive and it looks awesome.
Hallo, hier ist Ulrike von Avaz.
Hallo, hier ist Nina von Avaz.
Ja, hallo, hier ist Isabel. Ich rufe von Avaz.
Jo, tschüss. He told me his whole life story, his entire, but I mean it, like the entire life story. But well, he will come, and he answered.
So basically that takes a lot of time because we have a lot of people that said they were coming to the march. So for example, here I think we have 10,000 people to call. Good luck. Yeah. Have fun. Yeah. Be smiling.
Yeah.
So the question is, can we build enough pressure to have more pressure than the money? Right, and last year we had 670,000 people on the streets one day before the New York Climate Summit, and the next day all world leaders addressed that people went on the streets, that we have to answer, and we've seen a lot of things happening since the last People's Climate March. We've seen the US and China coming to a strong commitment. China is giving a lot of money as well into the fund, into the Green Climate Fund. The EU has stronger goals. We've seen the price of renewables fall. We've seen Obama saying no to Keystone, which is like a fight of 6 years.
We went to the places where we could be most useful to make big marches happen in London, Berlin, Madrid and other places. That's why I'm here in Berlin. Tomorrow I'll be in London. Who knows after that?
We try to fill the gap between people voting every 4 years and people really having a voice in their democracy.
Hallo. Ja, ich bin Flor von Avaz.
J'ai acheté des ponchos pour la pluie.
T'as acheté des ponchos pour la pluie pour les volontaires?
Pour les gens qui vont venir marcher. 500 ponchos.
500 ponchos?
Vert. Trop bien.
Voilà, donc c'est cool, mais c'est super motivant là.
Dankeschön.
Eine Demo. Am Sonntag.
Ach so, ja. You will go? If I'm not too drunk from Saturday, actually yes.
Am Sonntag um 12 vom Hauptbahnhof aus. We have to save our environment.
And do you think this march will change the decisions of the politics?
I hope so.
It's nice. They're really happy to get flyers.
I'm going to Paris to join this conference because my agenda there is to go to negotiators and to delegations and to ministers, of course. So every politician, every minister wants to travel back from the Paris conference and say, we were successful, I was successful, I'm a good politician. And we also need to create the threat to them. If you don't make a good agreement, you will not look like a winner, you will look like a loser. And politicians are afraid of that because they want to win the next election, so they have an interest in that.
Today we're doing a media stunt to call all Berliners to come on Sunday for the march. And it's also a solidarity stunt as well to Paris because the march in Paris was cancelled. Sometimes it's stuff that takes 3 years of campaigning to change, but then we eventually see the change because we keep doing campaigns and keep like following the events to see where we can kind of run a campaign and try to win. And we try to kind of follow the law's path in Congress. Like we stop a law from being approved, or we stop a bill in the Senate or in Congress in some place, and a couple of weeks later when nobody's looking, they approve it again, you know? So it's really annoying when that happens. After a while you kind of see that it works, and we are always thinking new strategies.
If you have a good action at the right moment, with the right ask, and the right people, you can make a difference.
Und nochmal lächeln!
We even get asked by governments, look, are you going to protest? Are you going to criticize this? Because we need you to criticize it so we can go further. If the NGOs and civil society stay silent, then even the progressive people in the governments cannot justify that they need to move.
Sure, yeah, why not? If you need to, no problem at all.
Weil hier ist so eine Brücke über der Luisenstraße.
Okay.
¿Hubo un cambio en las decisiones políticas en Lima el año pasado? Después de esa marcha.
Lamentablemente no hubo.
Là, c'est de faire en sorte que ce soit joli pour les photos, que ce soit pas trop dispersé, que ce soit beau quoi.
How do we get the signal to like stop?
No, I don't. So it's just like to be sure, like we're going that way.
So we're going like on the street,
Yeah.
and then we turn right.
Yeah.
It's going to be a tough struggle. I think it's not like a demonstration is not going to make a big impact, but I think it's important to show that there's like continuous support and people are not going away.
Und nochmal, die ganze Welt steht auf fürs Klima! Berlin, Sydney, Tansania!
If there's a big march, you can be sure that people in the negotiations will talk about the march, maybe even refer to them in their speeches and say, in the speeches, ministers could say, look, outside hundreds of thousands of people, we need to act. They tell us we need to act and I want us all to act and here's my ideas what we should be putting forward. So they definitely work. They create the feeling the world is watching, the world wants bold action on climate change, and if you don't do it, we are going to criticize you, we are going to vote you out of power, and all the things that we as a society can do.
Nicht 80, sondern 100%! Es war ein bunter, ein entschlossener, ein kraftvoller, ein mitreißender Demozug und macht mal bitte alle Lärm für 17.000 Menschen in Berlin! Aber was mich...
Es gibt Zeiten wie am 25. Juli des Jahres, in denen Deutschland 78%
Did you walk the march?
Yeah, sure.
What did you think about it?
It was beautiful. It was beautiful
Yeah?
to see everybody come out in the cold. It was a good spirit.
Yeah?
So we hope that Angela Merkel tonight, before she goes to bed, watches Tagesschau on ARD and sees all those people, 70,000 people here, and she will see also lots of people in other countries. And then tomorrow, when she opens the COP with a lot of the other leaders, she will speak to that and say, we've heard that the people do care, now we have to act.
Just do it, Angie!